I just took out my phone and I'm actually gonna dial his number. Let's actually go on and call Bogdanov. Bogdanov.
Yes.
It's me, Adam Coin speaking.
Yes. Adam Coins. What do you want?
Master, my members have been buying Pepe coin and they would like you to pump Pepe.
You want me to pump the Pepe da coin?
Yes, Pepe coin. Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to the Bitcoin update today. Now Bitcoin is pumping but the altcoins are dumping, and on Sunday we will get to know if Bogdanov is gonna be good and kind enough for us. And by the way, the private is opened up for December, and we have like 9 more days to really close the private, so it's a huge offer with private as well. The thing is that Bitcoin, I'm going to make a comment here regarding Bitcoin. Now, I personally think that Bitcoin is not going to touch $100,000 just yet, and we might actually start to see Bitcoin reversing from this point onwards. So psychologically, everyone is waiting for that golden number, which is $100,000, and I think Bitcoin might flip around from here and go on to fill the CME gap at $77,000. This is where we could see Bitcoin, and it's the perfect time to drop. It's the perfect time. I mean, do you know becoming bad but perfectly bad in a good way in the market? Let me explain what I mean by this. This is like the favorite time for the market maker to make the reversal, right? This is like the absolute favorite place to do that reversal. Number one is that psychologically people are still waiting for $100,000. We want to see $100,000. It's gonna come, guys, at some point, yes. And next year, definitely at some point next year, I do see 100K. Okay, that's what the thumbnail has been saying for the past almost 6 to 7 months that I've been updating about Bitcoin. We already have been reaching at 100,000, nearly 100K. We're at $98,000. So for me, $100,000 achieved. Okay, it's done. For me, it's done. Okay, whether I see $100,000 right now or not, the fact that I'm looking at $98,000, yes, I can spare, I can forgive that $2,000 number. And secondly is who who can answer me, what are we gonna do about this huge bearish divergence? Move up like this, move down like that on the RSI. Who is going to tell me what are we going to do of that bearish divergence? It is such a nasty bearish divergence, and I cannot just go on and be childish and ignore that bearish divergence. Maybe you want to ignore the bearish divergence, but I cannot ignore the bearish divergence because here's the truth. Here's the truth. Previously when I ignored the bearish divergences when I was trading back in the days and in my early days, I had to pay a heavy price because of my ignorance. I did ignore it sometimes, and I used to go with the flow and with the hype, to be honest. And I used to tell myself, "Oh, it's okay, it's fine. We're just gonna keep going and going." And then at some point, I paid a big price. And then I used to think that I'm a bad trader, but it turns out that I was thinking right. I was thinking logical, and I saw the bearish divergence, but I chose to ignore the bearish divergence. Okay, so I'm not gonna go on and ignore the bearish divergence, not at all. And also the CME gap. I've talked about CME gap. It's at $77,000. It is very clear. Okay, that also is something you cannot ignore, and it's at some point you're coming down, you're filling it up. Now I don't know if you're going to do it today, tomorrow, or anything like that. You have to come down and fill that thing up. Now of course I'm not saying Bitcoin can never touch 100K. My comment is my personal comment. You can still touch 100K and then fall down as well. Heck, you can even touch $120,000 and then fall down. but I just personally think that Bitcoin here is at the place where it reverses to the downside. Even on the daily RSI, Bitcoin has reached the overbought levels, and it's at the very perfect timing of dropping, and it did drop from this area the past 3 times as well. You touch that upper zone, you drop, you touch it again, you drop, you touch it again, you drop, and then it happened for the 4th time that you have touched that particular area. So I do see that drop coming in. Even on the RSI, it's actually really overbought and at the perfect spot of the correction. And that's all for the video. I'm going to see you the next one. Love.